members of Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? Let me rephrase that. Say that again. Welcome, members, to Spiritual and DDN Encrypted Encounters. How's everybody doing tonight? Hope everybody's doing well. I have placed DDN in front of Encrypted since I do talk about the DDN. So we used to be called Spiritual and Cryptid Encounters, but now we're called Spiritual and DDN Cryptid Encounters. How's everybody doing this beautiful evening? We had a bad weather come through here, interrupted my connection, which I was going to do a live earlier, but I was having problems with my internet due to the bad storm that came through. It's pretty bad. I think in Waco it flooded, and in other areas here in Texas. How you doing, Ernesto Hernandez? I hope you're doing great. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to share this live feed to the groups that allow me to share real quick before I continue. I'm your host, Dave Cias, here on Spiritual and DDN Encrypted Encounters. For those tuning in on Restream, Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. Yeah, and another thing I was trying to do was trying to put some music on there. I just can't figure it out. Before I start the lives, for some music to play. I'm not that tech savvy, so maybe I'll figure it out one day how to do all that. Yeah, there was a lot of things happening because of the storm that came through. Y'all know I normally start at 11, but like I said, the storm was pretty bad. That I was having all kinds of technical difficulties. There we go. We all shed our brothers and sisters. Who do we got here tonight? So we got Brother Ernesto, Brother-in-law Morgan, Sister Rain. Yeah, I'm not that tech savvy. I was trying to see if I could add the music that Sister Nellie Turner, that the song she made for me. I was trying to add that and I just can't figure it out. Can't figure out how to add that. That's why I haven't used it. I don't know how to do that. So I was trying to for about an hour, couldn't figure it out. They got trolled earlier. You know how it is, with those trolls, they jump in. Well, we're being trolled, I think yesterday by somebody that came in here, and I booted them out. I think I more or less know who that is. It's the same people as before, of course. So I am streaming on. I used to stream just on regular YouTube, but now I don't know it even makes a difference. RedTube, I think it's called RedTube, or I can't remember. I had downloaded that to try to download the video so I can use, but I couldn't figure it out. So I spent, and while that was happening, it was raining outside, and I was having problems. I think I dropped the connection a couple of times, when that was happening, and the storm just like I lost everything. Like this background, spiritual and DD encrypted, and I lost everything I had. Like The spiritual DDN cryptid encounters is like I lost all that stuff. I had to replace everything back in the computer. I don't know. I was seeing brother Josh turning through my TV, but then the rain came and I started having problems. So I stopped watching the live stream because I was having problems here with my Wi-Fi. I don't watch none of that stuff, man. All these things that they're doing now is just all staged and stuff. It's not even real. It's staged. For that, might as well hire Paul Logan and his brother to be basketball players, football players, do the boxing. They're already doing the boxing. Just add them to do everything else. Pay them to say that the best of the world. It's, I'm telling you, it's a lot of those things is scripted and staged. Just like movies. The things that they're trying to put out. It's an agenda. They're trying to mislead people. Their main goal is to mislead people from the Heavenly Father, from Jesus Christ. There's the ultimate goal. So if you buy into the bullshit, that's one step closer for you into the abyss. You know, I mean, I'm just being honest. I know. Look, I've been watching basketball for a lot of years, man, and that was scripted big time. I'll tell you, when I woke up in the morning, it said, watch early in the morning, like 6:30 in the morning. It said there will be a new champions tonight. And like I said, it's scripted. You could tell that these players, that they had to throw the game because it's scripted that way. So yeah, they're gonna be pissed off and stuff, and then you got all this kiss asses, and I'm gonna be blunt tonight. All this kiss asses, like Charles Barkley, Ozempic Barkley, all this suck asses to the whatever rainbow community that commissioner's from. So they got to kiss ass to that guy, because if they don't, they can lose their jobs. So it was their job to make the Spurs or Wembley like the bad guy. I think if y'all remember at the beginning, are you ready to be the villain? Because they already scripted. They already knew what was going to happen. That's why, like, when I seen, I said, man, there's no way the little dude is going to score like that. And because they were letting them score. If you paid attention to the series, they let them catch up because they stopped scoring on purpose. That's why you could tell it's all that is scripted. Tell you one thing: if these guys will be in a real combat environment and you stop fighting, you won't get got. So it's your job to take out the target. Yeah, it's sickening, man, but it's scripted. I know people. If people can tell this, but I can, it's like, what the hell? Just like boxing matches, back in the day, uh, when I started seeing Mike Tyson and all that. At one point in time, he was a paper champ also. Where he wouldn't even hit the guys, and the guys would fall off and be like they're knocked out. There's a couple of boxers that way. That's one of the reasons I kind of stayed away from watching any kind of sports or any like UFC, boxing, and all that crap. To me, it's crap because in a real fight, there's no cage, there's no referees. A real fight, a fight's a fight, and everything goes. Everything and anything goes. And a fight ain't going to last that long. Trust me. Because in a real fight, you're taking out your opponent, taking out your opponents by any means necessary. So that's why when I see all the shows, it's like, man, come on, get out. You want me to believe It's like you want me to believe that the Knicks are a better team than the Spurs when for 3 quarters the Spurs are dominating the first half for 3 quarters are dominating every single game, and then they stop playing so the team can catch up, you know, so they can catch up. They stop playing so they can't catch up to win the game. I think that's why Wemby feels kind of disgusted, because that's the NBA. But these guys are getting paid buku freaking money. So if they tell them to jump a certain way, they're going to jump. Just like the commentators, they say, "Hey, talk shit about Wemby, get him in line." Let's make him look like the bad guy. When it's not really a the championship is not really nothing. Basically, that's what I'm saying. It was given to them. Like, hey, you're gonna win it this year, and they give it to them. So I don't see how people get all crazy and stuff over something that's scripted. No different than wrestling. That's no different than wrestling. Yeah. Like several of those games, the Spurs had to throw instead of making the ball, they had to do something else just so the Knicks would come back and win the game. Referees were involved in that too. So it's like it's scripted. It's like ridiculous. And then they want me to believe that a little short dude is supposed to be the baddest player in basketball because they let him score the points that they scored. They were freaking backed up numerous games by 20, 30 points. Then all of a sudden, all throughout the game, they catch up. Come on, man. And the other team is not playing. It's not playing. I think in one of the games, they scored like the Spurs let them come back. It was when they had the 30-point lead or 40-point lead. I can't remember. They stopped shooting. They're playing like a freaking horseshoe out there because they're not even trying to make the ball just so the team can catch up to them. And you got all this people. See, that's one of the reasons I stopped watching basketball because I know it's scripted. What do you think it's called? The drama of the NBA. At one point in time, that's what they were calling it because they know that it's staged that way. It's funny to me, man. That's one of the reasons I stopped watching it. And you could tell who the better team was. The team that had the big lead. And then they stopped playing. They stopped playing intentionally so they can catch up to win the game. No, I'm not trying to hurt any Knicks fans. I mean, I haven't had a championship in 56 years or whatever, but if it was a real competitive sport, a real sport, right, that there ain't going to be no double standards or states or that is scripted. I think it's a disrespect to those that really played the game back in the day. Not unless it was scripted. I don't think it was scripted back in the day. Back in the day of, when Ewing played and Larry Bird, Magic Johnson, all those goals, those guys right there, that was some rough basketball right there. And they wouldn't get paid as much as the players get paid right now. So to me, by trying to put this guy that it's literally it was scripted and we just playing a role, trying to say that he's better than Michael Jordan and all this other stuff when they let them have the game because that's what it was scripted. It takes away from the guys that really played the game, whether it was the football, basketball, baseball from back in the day. It's I think it has to do a lot with the gambling. They do a lot of gambling. There's a lot of gambling going on there. So it's about the odds. somebody makes a call or whatever. But I'm just saying that it's not really a championship. It's not really something. It's not really a championship. It was scripted for you to win. That's what I'm trying to say. I was making a comparison of when I went to combat. When I went to combat, there's no script because that's a matter of life or death. So you got to do what you got to do. They ain't like, okay, if they shoot at you, let them shoot at you. And you know what? They try to do that after I got out of the military, where they would say if you're going to shoot if they're shooting at you, you got to ask permission before you shoot a bullet. That's what they were trying to tell the soldiers. And I was like, hell no, if motherfucker shoots me, excuse my French, I'm gonna shoot him back without calling anybody information. And the people that would shoot back, they was under Obama. People that would shoot back, they would get in trouble. So who was Obama protecting? Why was he protecting the enemy? I think it was the what were they called? What was the name of those guys that was affiliated with Obama that he was funding them secretly? He was funding them secretly, and there was that nobody could shoot unless they had to get permission from higher, because everybody had to answer to somebody. I'm just saying, man. I know people are happy because they, some love their teams and stuff like that. But I mean, come on, man. If y'all can, just like AI, you could tell what's AI. I love sports. I grew up playing basketball, baseball, football, track. I love sports. I grew up around that. But when I see the bullshit that they have now, how it's scripted, that it's not real. I mean, this guy played the hearts out, right? Play the hearts out throughout the season. They should at least let them play toe to toe without it being scripted, and it was scripted for the New York Knicks to win. That's what it was scripted as. Like I said, I'm just speaking in truth, man. I love the sport. I know when somebody is throwing the ball, not trying to make the ball. Fox was doing that. And many other players from the Spurs were doing that, throwing off their shots so the other team can catch up or do something stupid intentionally. Like the time that Wemby threw the ball and hit old boy in the back. It's because they were just doing their job of the script. They needed to find a way for the other team to catch up and win the game. They ain't going to say, "Oh, it was the biggest comeback in the history of basketball." Blah blah blah. No, they were just following the script, playing the script. Yeah, it was ISIS. There we go. It's a scam, man. I love to play sports, and anybody that plays any sports, what do we play for, guys? Come on, we play to win, right? We're gonna play to win. There's no way in the hell that you're beating somebody 30 points, and then all of a sudden you just don't play for a whole third quarter and only score like 9 points and let them almost catch up to you, and then they spend most of the fourth quarter trying to catch up to you because all the shots that they're doing they can go in. And they have to throw off and not even play, just so part of the script. It's ridiculous. The thing's all about the money, man. All about the Benjamins. That's to any sport. To any sport. And then you got a lot of players nowadays that are juiced up. They're steroids and all other kinds of drugs that. I mean, you're seeing these kids in junior high breaking records and high school kids breaking records. How they're breaking old records? Because they're that good, or because they might be taking some kind of supplements that's under the radar that nobody knows about. It's a lot different. Yeah. Yeah, bullshit penny, and I don't care, about the commissioner and none of those people at the NBA, and it's not because I like the Spurs or I like the Mavericks, Chicago. I like many teams, the Celtics. When I was a kid, I used to love watching Larry Bird. I used the Celtics making 3 points. I used to like watching the Lakers, and I didn't have no discrimination against any team. I like how the players play ball, but you could tell now how scripted it is. And I kind of feel sorry for the New Yorkers, man, because I mean, maybe it means something to them, 50 something years, but does it really symbolize anything? Especially it was scripted that way. It's one thing if you win it like their first championship that they won, that they I guess that they had it. It's been 56 years. The back in those days, the championships they were freaking legit. This guys were played toe to toe. So there's some tough players. This shit, they're saying, oh no, they broke the record of this. The record. How can you gonna break records of anything if referees or got the whistle stuck in their mouth and in their ass, and they're blowing everything. They're blowing through the mouth and through their ass, every little freaking thing. And the people that are scoring, they're scoring out of freaking penalties instead of playing legit basketball. That's that's what the NBA has become. I mean, I'm just being honest. I don't know about you watching next year, brothers and sisters. I forgot why I stopped watching it. I have to stay focused on the mission, and not just basketball. Any sport is like that nowadays. It's all about the money. That's all they're trying to make. Uh, the people that are affiliated with what was the name of those guys where the Rock is in charge right now? That they got the WWE in there. They got the UFC and other things. I can't remember the people that are in charge, but it's about the money for them. The prices on the tickets are going to go higher and everything, But that's all right. I'll just watch it on TV, man. If I want to watch something scripted, at least I know the spoiler alerts of who's going to win. That's wrestling. Wrestling is scripted. You know who's going to win. What? Because it's fake. But what's weird is now that I look into a lot of things dealing with any kind of sport, there's a lot of things. Think about the only sport that maybe it might not be staged or fixed. I don't know. Maybe I might be wrong, but Olympics, those people go give it 100%. That's what I would say. The Olympics, they give it 100%. That's about the only one that I think that they really, because it's about time, right? They got the time, There's no referee, somebody blowing a whistle at you or nothing like that, but it's about time. Yeah, the dude he took the little short guy kept on traveling. He would take like 7 steps, 7 steps. I think there's a video where he took like 7 steps, jumped on 2 feet, and then took 2 more steps. It's like it's ridiculous. No penalty, no. He traveled. He was walking and traveling, and there was no penalties being called. And then he was bumping into the people. It's like it's crazy. But that's for the people who love the basketball. I'm just being honest about it. Of what I witnessed. Crazy. Then the people acting crazy over or in the streets. On both sides, the Knicks and the Spurs, beating up people wearing the jerseys and stuff. That's just ridiculous. So It's like me going to a wrestling match knowing that I already know who's going to win, and because it's scripted, and go beat up somebody because a person that I like didn't win. This it's ridiculous. This guy's they'll do anything, man. These players will do anything that they're told because they're getting paid book of money. They don't care. They don't care about a championship that's scripted. No, and the names for that will be called paper chumps, paper champions. I don't care. They care about the money that they're getting paid. Yeah, brother Long Morgan, it's sad, man. It's sad. You know how the social media, the news, the outlets, how they just put in the wool over people's faces, and the people are believing the nonsense that's coming out of their mouth. You know, crazy, man. But those people, they're doing their job. They're doing the job that they're paid to. Hyping up a game, make people hate certain players. Because that's what they do. They're getting paid off. One day they can be talking to you about you that you're a nice guy. Next thing you know, they're saying bad things about you. It's not the same, man. I even noticed that back in the time when Tim Duncan was there and stuff, that the sport was changing. They talk about, oh, it's evolving. I said, no. I noticed, the referees. I think it was a bald-headed white guy back at something Crawford back in the day. Yeah, that guy was crooked as hell, But I guess it's been like that for a while now. Getting worse. That the commissioner and the people under him, they're getting so cocky that they already know who's going to win, and they'll say it. And I was like, hey, don't miss a game tonight because there's going to be a new champion crown. Instead of saying, hey, watch out the game, we'll see who's going to win. They're letting you know who's going to win because it's already scripted that way. Crazy. I think they even set some buses on fire over there. Buses on fire, blowing up school buses. But anyway, so much about that. I was just trying to say, I see things. It's one of the reasons I don't watch too much TV because even the news outlets, like they'll show like the worst of the worst things that are happening, like the storm that came through here. They were showing Waco that it was underwater, certain that it was supposedly underwater, and they were showing cars that were like halfway up full of water, that it was a flash flood and all that. And it looked like it was going underwater, but it really wasn't. What it was just that area was an area where it floods. How you doing, Gene Spliced? How you doing tonight? Oh, I don't know what's going on, brother Long Morgan. I haven't. They already got their own issues over there in New York, man. It's going to get crazy there. Just with the people that are in power there, it's going to get a lot of crazy, man. It's going to be like the movies from back in the I think it was the movie Escape from New York with what's his name? What's the name of that actor? Woo. Is it Kurt Russell? It's gonna be like Escape from New York. The movie Escape from New York. Pretty soon. I mean, after seeing what they did to the buses out there, it's gonna be bad. They don't let the police do their jobs. It's gonna get really bad in there. And guess who's in charge? They're doing it for a reason, man. Don't be surprised if terrorists start blowing up shit there in New York. Don't be surprised. It's gonna be like that movie Escape from New York. Everything's gonna be burned out and stuff. But anyways, so how's everybody doing this evening? I'm just talking. Sometimes you just have to talk about what you see or what you feel, and that's what I'm doing here. Just talking about certain things. How they'll try to bait you in, man. Besides that, I went to an estate sale today, and I found me some pretty good items at the estate sale. Sometimes I love going to estate sales and stuff like that. Sadly, somebody passes away and stuff like that, but then you get to look of the things that they've collected or whatever, and sometimes you might find some good deals. For example, I found this right here. It's bookends. Let me see if I can lighten it up here for y'all. And I think this was a great buy. I don't know how much it's worth, but it's a mineral. It's a mineral. So I got two of them. I've never seen this color before. Normally, like green moss agate is green. This is like red, and it's got like veins in it. It's got a little bit of red in it, a little bit of green, but more red than green. And I think that was a great find. I think it was 50% off. They had both were $14, so I got it for $7. See, it's got the bottom. It's bookends. It's got they had given it to somebody here, but you can literally tell it's a mineral. Let me see if I can do a close up of it. Look at that. See the veins in it and stuff inside the mineral? Kind of like a moss agate, but it's color red. It's got red and green in it. This one has more veins of red in it than anything else. See, it's from West Texas. I know they have in West Texas. They used to have a lot of oil fields. Maybe this could be from those oil fields. I don't know. Yes, Sister Rain. I have, and I'm sorry, guys, that I'm talking. Go Knicks, go Knicks. I'm just saying if you're gonna do something that's gonna bring your high esteem up, bring your esteem up, it's gonna make you feel happy. Do it for yourself. Don't be believing in other things that may not be real. That they're misleading you. But do something for yourself, just like I do. You know, the little show that I do here. I do my little workouts. Whatever makes me feel happy, I do. You know, love to dance. But yes, I've had things that yeah, I've not just estate sales, but thrift stores. I've bought an item that it was haunted. I got another item that's like vintage. Let me go get it so I can show it to y'all. You're gonna figure out what it is. Alrighty. Who's into cartoons? Who used to be into cartoons at one point in time in their life? This item that I'm going to about to show you is vintage. It's vintage here. It's an old item. It's of a cartoon character. I seen it at estate sale and I went looking for it and I found it. And when I went to go to the checkout, the lady said, "Oh, there was somebody looking for this," and I guess she thought that I was going to give it to her. And I said, "Well, I guess she didn't look hard enough because I found it in the garage." So I'm going to show you what it is. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, brothers and sisters. Why be mad over something that's being staged that way? Because that's a spiritual opening if you really think about it. That's a spiritual opening. You being upset over something that's not even freaking real. Who's winning? The unseen forces, the unseen enemy is winning. Even with the people winning in New York, right? Because they're scripted that way. Look at all the chaos and havoc they cause in the streets. All the violence and the blowing up of the buses in New York is because when you open up yourself to something like that, you know, bad things happen. Okay, here we go. Y'all ready for it? If y'all ready for it, give me a thumbs up. I'm gonna show you this little display I got here. It's the vintage, it's old. And I'm gonna add it to my collection. You know, I thought it was pretty cool. So here we go. Let me share this with y'all. This is made out of it's cast iron. It's original. Needs a little bit of cleaning up. Look at this. This is the original Bugs Bunny right here, folks. The original Bugs Bunny. Cast iron. Look at that. Look at the bottom. Vintage. What's up, that? Vintage. Cast iron in good condition, man. Good condition. Do a little close up for y'all so y'all can see this. This here, I looked it up, is worth $150. Vintage here. Bugs Bunny, the original. Well, it's got a pot or a barrel here beside him. There you go. It could be whatever you want it to be. It's original. Look at Bugs Bunny. Got a big old carry. Look at his hand. Is it the original Bugs Bunny? Before they changed it up a little bit. Yeah, if you take a screenshot of this, look it up. It's like $150. Depends or more. I don't know. 150, somewhere around there. I'll put him here to the side for right now. You can see his little tail and everything in the back. Here's a back view of Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Yeah, you can find good deals at sales. I got a lot of stuff that I've collect and I've kept that's worth money, but I ain't got no use for it. Like this Bugs Bunny here. They said there was an old woman looking for it, but she couldn't find it. And what's weird is when I got him and I was gonna walk out of the garage, the whole power in the garage just gave out like an outage. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. Then I was fixing to get out of the garage and the whole power just went out. I was like, oh man, they're trying to zap me. You know, it's a estate sale, so I guess the owner or the spirit of the owner or whatever was there, and they're like, oh, they're taking my Bugs Bunny. It's in a good place. Here with Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. He might just be my new mascot. That's all, folks. What's up, that? Need to find Porky Pig. I remember when they used to sell them in the little jars of Welch's. They had the picture of Porky and Bugs Bunny, Daffy Duck, the what do you call it? The jellies, Welch's jellies that they had the pictures posted on there of the cartoon characters back in the day. Yeah, Bugs Bunny. So I got Bugs Bunny. I got me this beautiful set of book holders. They're heavy. And I got me another vintage thing here. I bought it for like $7, but it's worth like $50. They're made of a selenite. Let me go get it so I can show it to you. Doing a little show and tell here tonight. This one is pretty nice also because it was an estate sale. Everything was 50% off, right, at this location. There was one went to and it was 75% off, but this one, everything was 50% off. Look what I got here for y'all. Who loves birds? Anybody loves birds here? Wait one. Anybody loves birds? Went to an estate sale, Sister Brenda. I'm gonna drop a link if you want to jump on here. There you go. There's a link. Whoever wants to jump on. Yeah, I got something here I want to show you in a moment. But you know me, when this little jackbox is trying to go off, I get a little bit distracted. Makes me feel like the NBA. Being distracted because if you hit something, you might win a little bit of money. Okay, you love them. I'll show it to you in a moment. Let me see if I can hit this little jackpot. My wife's been on a winning streak. Who do we got here? Did it rain over there in where you're at, Sister Brenda? I know we had lost the connection over here earlier. That's why I started my live late. How you doing? Casual conversation. How you doing this evening? I hope you're doing great. Well, I'll show the little bird here. Here we go. It's what I bought at the estate sale right here. These little birds are made out of selenite. The price of these little birds, they're like, if you look it up, is like $50. They're vintage. Little selenite birds. Uh, it booted me up. Yeah, it kicked me out of the game. That was weird. Let me see if I can jump on there. Yeah, it's selenite. Selenite. Yeah, it booted me out before the jackpot went off, and by the time I get on back on there, it already gone off. That's okay. I'm blessed with what I got here. So this little bird, I got it for this little. I guess they're lovebirds. How they're looking. They're looking at each other. They're fixing to kiss each other in the cheek, but they're made out of I think peach selenite. Very nicely polished. Very nicely polished. Sitting on a tree stump here. Okay, let me. And I'm gonna go to the answer the question. Oh, sorry to hear about that, Sister Brenda. The floors got wet. You you should have seen. I have a lot of vintage stuff in my closet. In my garage where I go and buy. I always find good deals. Yeah, there's some that are white. Also, Brother Law Morgan, selenite. I got all kinds of things here. Minerals is what I collect. Uh, so let me answer the question to if I mean who's the one that asked me the question if I ran into a haunted item. I think it was Sister Rain. I did run into and I had gone to a thrift store where I used to live in Elms Grove, uh, right across the. I don't know, Sister Brenda might know this location. Right across the Domino's that they built. They used to the Girls and Boys Club used to be there. 'Cause that used to be the old Girls and Boys Club, but they turned it into a. At the time that I lived there, it was a thrift store where they will sell like clothes and toys and items, that they'll put on the shelves and stuff like that. One day that I was there, because I like going checking it out. I was looking at the shelves and I found a music box. It was color silver, and when you open up the music box, it had a little ballerina, and when you wind it, it would play like three or four different songs, and the ballerina would be dancing. Right? So I thought that was pretty cool. At that time, I was going through what I was going through in Elms Grove. I said, well, maybe it'll help me sleep. The music really didn't listen too much to radio or nothing like that. I said, maybe the ballerina will help me sleep at nighttime. That's what I said. So I bought the ballerina. I can't remember how much I paid for her, but I bought her and I took her home. So I was all excited. I said, okay, before I go to sleep, I'm going to turn on the wind her up a lot of times and let her play the music. So I wound her up, and you know, she was the music was playing, and I fell asleep. It's it was in the middle of the night. I can't remember what time because all I know is when I woke up in the middle of the night and I opened my eyes, there was a Oriental woman standing right by my bed, looking at me, smiling. She had bright red lipstick. She had like white on her face, and she just had a big old smile and just looking at me. And she was just there looking at me, smiling. And I was able to like, when I got up and the spirit of the woman was gone, and I was like, the first thing I looked to was the box, the little music box. So the following day, I took the little music box, took it back to the thrift store, And I said, I brought your an item back. You don't have to give me no money for it. You can keep it and resell it. I took back to them, and then she's like, "Well, you can put it back on the shelf, where you got it from." So I went and I put the item on the shelf. And as I'm walking back, and because I was going to buy something else, which was not that, was like clothes or whatever, and I was paying, the little music box came flying from across the room from the shelf. And it was going straight for my face, flying in the air like somebody lunged it at me, threw it at me. It was going to hit me in the face, but it ran out of velocity and it landed right in front of me. And the woman was like, "I guess somebody must not like you." That's what she said, because the only one that were in the store was me and her. And and then she said, "I see why you want to get rid of it." And I just left it there. I did not take it back or anything like that. Yeah, like a Giyasha, brother Law Morgan. Uh, Let me see. There's a link right there, sister. So yeah, I learned my lesson. I still haven't learned my lesson because I've been to estate sales, and bought stuff but that right there, talking about being a haunted item. Imagine buying a haunted item like that. Maybe that could be I put the title DDN, but that's about haunted items because I've run into a couple of them like that. How you doing, Sister Brenda?
Pretty good. Hey, that was a really neat music video thing that you sent me the link to.
Well, that's a music video I was trying to upload, Sister Brenda, when the storm came through, and I can't figure
Oh,
it out. I can't figure it out. I'm not tech savvy. Sister Nelly had made it for me for the show, and I can't figure out how to download it and set it up so I can play. Do
um,
you set it up through YouTube or do you set it up through?
I do it through Streamlabs, but what I had to do when Nellie sent me mine, I
Yeah,
had to have her email it to me, and then I downloaded it to the computer. And then when I went into Streamlabs, I have the option to add video, which is usually your intro and exit videos. So I hit download my own, and it went to that, so I could upload it into the Streamlabs. Did
yeah.
she?
I'm trying to figure it out, man.
Did she
That's why
send
I was
it to?
running late. I was actually gonna start at 10:30,
Did
and
she
I
send it to
messaged
your?
my dad.
Did she send it to your email?
No,
Okay, message her and give
she
her
sent it
your.
through Messenger.
Yeah, go ahead and send her a message and ask her to send it to your email. It'll be so much easier. I don't know how to do it from Messenger, but I can help you do it from email because that's how I had to do mine.
Yeah. So, what do you think about that haunted music box that I'm talking about? I have several experiences.
Yeah.
I don't know if Sister Brenda remembers, but in Harker Heights, they used to have the Goodwill, and on certain days of the week, they would open the back up. Man, I would go in there and buy all kinds of items, because it was real cheap.
Yeah.
And I bought some stuff there that might be a possibility of why the DDN started surfacing up, or the Skinwalker shapeshifters. I
I
bought I bought an item there that I think has to do with maybe why they started targeting me or whatever. Shapeshifter Skinwalkers.
I like estate sales and stuff. And see, with me, usually, because there's been times I've been in Goodwill and I've seen something and I wanted it, but I'll get close to it and it starts feeling eerie to me, so I won't buy it.
So
It's
have you
like my
bought something
doll.
that's haunted?
Yeah, my doll. That doll that I have. She came with an attachment. Yep. And but that attachment, um, she was a 32-year-old woman. That doll is very old. It was the 1800s. She was a 32-year-old woman that was mentally disabled. Like she had the mind of a 12-year-old. And she had passed away, and that doll was the only thing that she ever had, and her grandmother gave it to her. So the doll's from Germany. She was from Germany. And when she was in my house, the only thing she ever did was she would move things and hide them. We'd have to go searching for keys or we'd have to go searching for things. And then my caregiver, if he had his shoes off, he had to have something covering his feet because if his feet were not covered, she used to rub the top of his feet and freak him out. And he would just tell me, please tell her to stop that.
Wow.
Yeah, it used to freak him out, but she thought it was funny. So, but yeah, she wasn't bad. She hung around in my house for I don't know, about 3 years. She wasn't ready to leave. She didn't want to leave. She was afraid of you know, what would happen if she left. But I finally got her to go ahead and move on. Haven't had any problems since. I still have the doll. She sits on top of my dresser,
Oh
you
wow.
know.
But the
Yeah.
spirit,
Yeah. Yeah, she moved on.
that's good.
But I know a few people that have dolls that they have bought in places and they've had things happening in their houses.
Doing cousin Gilbert.
And Gilbert, but I've told them if they can't handle it to wrap the dolls up and mail them to me. And I'll figure out if they're just something that need to be if we need to exercise that demon or if it's just something that's attached to it. Because sometimes people who are disabled, especially mentally, um, if they only know one thing, even if they pass away, they don't want to leave that one thing. You know, she never had a problem, not her parents. I mean, she said, I named the doll when I first got it, and I was corrected because she came to me and told me, no, it's Hannah. I was like, okay, okay, we'll name the doll Hannah. But yeah, I I don't mind. I mean, like I said, if I get too close to something that has something bad on it, I can feel it before I even get to touch it. So I will usually walk the other way. But if it doesn't have that bad, dark, eerie feeling, hell, it just might be somebody that needs help. That's the only thing it's stationed to and doesn't know to go anywhere else. And I've seen that a lot. But yeah, I would like those birds are beautiful.
Oh, the bird.
Mm-hmm.
Selenite.
Yeah.
There you are. I see him in a closer shot.
And whoever had that took good care of them too.
Oh yeah. Selenite birds. And they're in
Nice.
good here with spiritual equipped encounters.
You're gonna put
For
them in
those who
the
missed it, for those who missed it,
oh.
vintage Bugs Bunny, the original Bugs Bunny right here. That's
I'll
how
tell
Bugs
you,
Bunny originally looked right here.
you should try to find Yosemite Sam with his shotgun. One day that's going to be worse stuff because council culture made him give up his gun.
And it's cast iron, Sister Brenda.
That's nice.
Vintage.
I like that. Mm.
Yeah, I've run into when talk about haunted items. Well, we know uh, Ouija boards. If you mess with that, that's kind of messing with a haunted item right there
Oh
because you
yeah.
open the portal.
Yep. You let everything in when that's
Ouija board,
open.
it's an automatic right there. I think I had posted a picture here of a pink Ouija board and $5 and below
And
in the show section.
you can close those. I heard Jesse say that you can't close them, but you can. You just have to know how to do it. You can't just say goodbye to it like it says on there. Because no, everything that you have let out is still wandering. You have to call it all back and say anything and everybody that has come through this or anything that has come through this, you need to return to where you came from. You can't just put it up and not do anything with it. You can close that. Like you can close portals. If you find a little portal in your house, you can close it too.
I've seen the unclean spirits that come out of those portals,
Yeah.
whether it's a Ouija board or if somebody summoned something or there's something with blood or something with like that somebody died, blood, where they can manifest through that through spill blood. There's unclean spirits that they manifest through because of the spill blood, like a curse.
Right.
I think the pictures is another thing because they take images of us that sometimes pictures or paintings could have
Mirrors.
negative attachments on them. Have you ever encountered a painting that had a negative attachment on it, Sister Brenda,
No, now that I have not.
or a picture frame?
No.
What happens when you're doing a cleansing in the house and you're going from room to room and the unclean spirit is roaming around trying to hide from the cleansing, right? Where do they try to hide? They hide in anything that they can, right? So
Yes.
sometimes they, they,
That
they go into a picture frame that might have an image of a person, because it's an image.
well, that's why when you're cleansing, you go from corner to corner and along the straight wall. Every corner in your house. I don't care. You got to open the closet and do the corners in the closet all along the wall. You just a lot of people don't get it explained properly when they tell somebody how to do something like that. And I see a lot of times when people will cleanse a house and then like a week later it's back. And it's because they'll go over to one corner and then they'll pull away and they'll walk and they'll go along to a different corner and then they pull it away and go across the room and no, you don't do it like that. You do it from corner to corner and along the whole wall. Everything. And you have to hit every corner in your house.
Because the unclean spirits are there, they're flying around in spirit form trying to hide. You'll
Yeah.
hide in pictures. Sometimes if you're praying and you're getting rid of them, these unclean spirits have become injured, and you're like, well,
Yeah.
how can it become injured if it's in spirit form? Well, some of these spirits or unclean spirits, the ones that get tortured in the location where they get tortured by the tormentors. So it's like flesh off, flesh on. So they're going to bleed. They're going to leave traces of blood. These unclean spirits,
And
which
they'll
I had to
hide.
clean walls with a sponge because they had left traces of the red blood where it's flying around behind the picture frames, and I'm going through everything, cleansing, wiping everything because we got to cleanse it. Then I finally tell it, hey, welcome here. Give you one more opportunity to leave. I leave the doors open, and I start praying, and next thing you know, I think it was like 3:30. Her daughter had come in the house, and the first thing she said is, "Oh wow, the house feels different." And she said, "I feel safe. I don't feel scared no more." Then when we look, you could see all the rooms well lighted up, like before it was dark. So all the unclean spirit that was there left.
Right. Well, and then another thing they don't tell you, and what is a good idea, is if you can get your hands on holy water After you cleanse the house, go to all the windows and the doors with the holy water and do the sign of the cross. That is a extra protection, I guess you could say. So, but a lot of people don't do that. So I don't know if it's just that they're not being told right, or if whoever told them doesn't really know what they're doing. It's like when when you have somebody who does witchcraft in your home and they leave, you have got to search your whole entire house, inside and out, and look for something out of the ordinary, sitting in a corner, hiding underneath
In the
something,
yard.
in the yard, yes, outside the house. You've got to look, because witches, a lot of times when they do witchcraft, they leave bad juju stuff just hiding there.
Hair. They
Yep.
can leave a little bottle with some kind of scent in it. They could leave little dolls with needles in them. I mean,
That
little dolls.
lady,
They put them underneath your bed, underneath your pillow, inside your pillow.
that
They find
lady,
ways. You really got to look.
yeah, that lady that left Susie's house, Susie ended up finding way back in a corner of a closet a little bag. And in this bag, it had multiple watches in it. And I told her, get rid of that. Get rid of them. Take them out, burn them, get rid of them.
The estate sale went today, Sister Brenda. There was a jar. Inside the jar, there was locks of hair in it,
Oh,
like different locks of hair in the jar.
oh my
I left.
dear.
I picked up the jar and I looked like, whoa. There was blonde hair, brown hair, black hair, like different locks of hair in it. So, do you think that that was some form of witchcraft of some sort,
Well,
or do you think they were just collecting the locks of hair as souvenirs?
my first question is, why would you put a jar with locks of hair in it in an estate sale? My second question would have been, does this hair belong to famous people? And if not, ain't no way I would touch it. Why would somebody do that?
Yeah, it was in a jar. I seen it. I'm like, whoa, different locks of hair in the jar.
Yeah, that's not good.
I should have saved it and took it to the cops, and maybe they can find something out if the who it belongs to, because they can do DNA with it, right?
Yeah. But no, it's best that you didn't get it. You probably
I left
shouldn't
the jar
touch
there.
that. Well, I don't know why somebody would put that in an estate sale. I
It
mean,
was it was their house, so it was in the garage. It was a see through jar, and he had
right.
all this hair in
I
it.
mean, I could understand if there was a plaque on it that said this is Elvis Presley's hair,
No,
but just different locks of hair. I wouldn't have
it's,
put that
it
in.
seemed like female, like little girl hair.
Oh my goodness. Well, was it all the same color?
No,
Hmm, that's weird.
one though said, I think my neighbors tried witchcraft on me.
Oh, could be.
So I left that behind, and when I praised her like the hair, as I told my wife, I'm gonna go. Well, she wasn't there. I just grabbed my stuff and I started walking out. When I started walking out, it's like boom, all the power went out in the garage,
Oh.
and I was like, I hope I didn't do nothing. You know, it just went off as I was gonna walk out with with him and the items that I had, and then they went in there. They turned it back on. I wasn't there because I walked out. Then went back to check it out, but I didn't pick up the. I picked up the jar. I did have a crazy dream dealing with some girl, something about a girl, something happened to. Not that something happened to, but it was about a girl. A girl was in the dream. Because after I touched the jar,
Wow.
that I could see the house, see a room, I don't know. It was weird, a weird dream.
That is weird. Uh-oh. Just did that.
That's why you got to be careful what you touch because sometimes you can sense what's there. Like me, I can do that. So I had this weird dream, and there was this young girl. I don't know how old she was, and there was this old man, his wife, and I just woke up from the dream. It was a weird dream.
Hmm. I don't know. Maybe there's something with that jar. Did you
Something dealing with the
see?
old man. Something dealing with the old man and the girl. Because I seen a young girl.
Did you see anything else there that was out of the ordinary? Like, this doesn't belong.
There was a horn, one horn by itself, the one horn thing. Uh, what else? My wife bought some things in there also, but nothing out of the ordinary. Like any crazy stuff. But the craziest stuff that I witnessed was that jar
Oh,
with
Juan said.
locks of
Juan,
hair.
Juan said he found a cat head in the backyard. What?
Wow.
Was that around Halloween by any chance? And was it a black cat? To me, that has been going on since I was a kid, and it is part of a satanic ritual when
And if
people
anybody's got
fight
any
black
questions,
cats.
y'all can say any questions to Sister Brenda or me. We'll answer your questions of what we're talking about. But yeah,
Yeah,
that's the dream I had because I know I feel zapped when that happened, the power outage. I got home and I felt very sleepy and I want to go lay down. And I was out all afternoon, like for about 3 4 hours. I was out, and that's when I had the dream. The girl did not tell me her name, but I seen the girl. Uh, the girl had like brunette hair, but then I could see the man. There was a man and a woman. I don't know if those were parents or she was babysitting, something of that nature. But I woke up from the dream and I was like, man, why did I have that dream? I mean, I got the cartoon thing here, the little birdies, but it was a jar that I picked up. They had
the hair in it.
the hair in it.
Yeah,
So maybe one of those hair lockets belonged to the girl that I dreamt.
it could have.
You had to be like a teenager or younger, like a teenager. I would say, man, possibly like in junior high, maybe. She looked young.
Hmm.
It was just a weird dream. I woke up from it, but it was
When
just a weird dream.
well, let me ask you. After you left from the estate sale and you drove away and whatnot, had you thought about that jar with the hair in it?
No, no.
Hmm.
I picked it up and just to look and say, what the? I was like, whoa, and I put it down. I grabbed my items and I was gonna go. I started walking out, and that's when the power outage went boom. But then when I went back, when they turned back the whatever happened, the lights back in the garage, there was a opening up in the roof. They had a crack down the middle. Where you can go up into the attic.
Yeah,
So I'm thinking that there might be something in the attic.
maybe. They won't
What is in
find
the
it
attic?
till
I don't know.
they won't find whatever it is till they're done cleaning up the house. That's for sure.
I'm just trying to figure out why there was lockets of hair of
Yeah. Well, I mean, that is part of witchcraft. They do that. They take locks of hair, pieces of somebody's hair, and they use that to curse them, basically, put a spell on them. So that is kind of really weird.
It had different colors in it. There was blonde.
And then again, it could have been a lady who their
Actually,
baby's first haircuts. People who give their children
yeah.
first haircut, they'll keep the hair. But usually they put it in a photo album, not in a
Why,
jar.
why would they put it in a jar?
Yeah, that's kind of weird.
And actually, ever since I touched that jar, my fingers, it's been feeling very weird, very
Okay,
itchy.
okay, Abe. When you go to the state sales, don't touch everything. That's weird. Maybe did you uh did you do a prayer and stuff? Maybe you need to.
Yeah, maybe I can pray right now because I've been feeling, like it was weird. That, like my two fingers are literally itching real bad, you know. And this is the two fingers I picked up the jar with and looked it up like this. Why is it
Yeah.
itchy like that? I don't know. But yeah, we can pray against that. Heavenly Father, at this time, we'd like to pray against the jar that I touched. Heavenly Father, if there was any negative attachments, unclean spirits or spirits, when the power outage went out, that I felt like something tried to zap me, we 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 tie bind and rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. If there's any spirits of souls that needs to be saved, Heavenly Father, we send the heavenly angels. We place only spiritual crosses on the doorways and the windows in every area of that house. Call upon the heavenly angels to free. If there was any witchcraft or necromancy, we tie bind and rebuke that in the name of Jesus Christ also. But send your heavenly angels and the Holy Spirit to do a clean sweep of the location and of my hand, Heavenly Father, and my body, just in case there's any negative attachment. This we pray in your heavenly name. Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, for some reason, these two fingers has been itching real bad
Huh.
when I touched the
Maybe
jar.
maybe there was something with that jar. It's hard to say if you don't like if you would have known the people that lived there, you would have known if they were some kind of a witch or something.
I didn't find there were some clowns. There were some dolls, a lot of dolls. Didn't see nothing out of the ordinary, but I went there on the last day of the sale, so there was something. I would have to look if it's still up, probably through the state sale to see if I see anything out of the ordinary.
Yeah. Good night, Gilbert.
Good night, cousin Gilbert.
Well, he didn't stay long tonight.
Yeah, he said he was tired.
He must have been partying all weekend because he had the weekend off. Uh-huh. Last night he said he was tired too.
Ah,
Uh, yeah, there might have been something wrong with that jar. Maybe,
yeah, and I got this beautiful minerals here.
yes,
Looks like moss
bookends.
agate. I don't know if you've seen it earlier.
Yes,
I got some pictures of it that I took close up that I can send. Y'all can see them.
those are some nice heavy bookends.
Oh yeah, I think they might be worth some money actually, but they're very nice. Of course, I got it because they're minerals. Let me see. I got the. I took some pictures of them earlier, but for some reason my camera is not showing the pictures.
Huh.
Wow.
Uh-oh, that's weird.
Okay, here we go. Let me share this. I took pictures with, trying to figure out, look up what kind of mineral it was. So maybe y'all can figure this out. Let me send it through the messenger. Go. We sent. Let's share this. And something just rang in my ear. If there's any unclean spirits here, we type and rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. You're not welcome. Feel like a ring in my ear, like something try to go in my ear. Because I'm fixing to show this minerals. So here we go. Let me get to the photos. See, I can. Okay. Let's go. Let's look at this, and y'all can tell me what you think. What kind of mineral this is? Never seen it before. That's why it's kind of like. And it was in a garage, the same place where Bugs Bunny was and the lock of hair was.
What does it say on that plate down there?
The plate says uh, R.M. McPherson from West Texas Division, June 6, 1964.
Wow.
So it's vintage. It's from 1964. So I'm letting you see the veins in there of the mineral. You tell me what you think it is, and I got a couple of pictures that we're going to go through here. Somebody said that's radiated gold. Let me go through the pictures.
Hmm.
See that how that looks? It's got red and green. See the veins in it?
Yeah. That's really pretty. So those must have been made in 1964.
Yeah, it was given to that person in 1964. They made a plate for it and gave it to the person.
Yeah, RM might be their initials.
Look at that. There's some sparkly pieces in there. I don't know what that is.
Huh.
What do you think, Sister Brenda?
I think they're nice.
You think
I'd
it's
like
like some
I
some
would
kind of there you go. That's a
yeah, I would like to know more history about, the plate being put on it, who RM is.
art person, West Texas Division. I don't know what the West Texas Division is.
Huh.
I know.
Interesting.
Yeah, here it is. Well, yeah, it's pretty. That's a pretty good find in it because it's a mineral.
Yeah. Yeah.
You ever seen a mineral like that
No,
with things like that?
I haven't. It looks like it might have a few. Maybe they put some together.
It's real heavy. It's real heavy.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, they're real heavy. They're bookends.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they're pretty heavy.
The plate is only on one of them, or do they both have them?
Only one of them. It's it's a pair.
Yeah.
It was given to the person in June of 5th of 1964. Isn't that crazy? I wasn't even
Yeah.
born.
Me neither. Mm,
All right, there you go.
that's very
Pretty.
interesting.
Yeah, that's why sometimes I go.
Oh, I would love to go to places like that. Unfortunately, I can't take myself, and the only person that drives my car, he doesn't have patience for that. And he
Somebody
always
said
tells me we got too much stuff.
one those said how much? Well, it was 50% off, and the sticker said 12.50 for both. For the pair. So I got it for half of that,
Hmm.
$6 and something.
And here's the thing, at estate sales, I think that people don't really know a lot of times what they have, and and I think that they just sell it for whatever.
Merlin said that he can feel him from there. That he said it's something dealing with Jasper. But you can see the veins and everything. It kind of reminds me of moss agate,
Yeah.
especially this one here that I have in my hand. Let me see if I can do a close up one more time. Uh, it reminds me of moss agate. Let me lighten it up as much as I can so y'all can see it. So y'all can see the veins and stuff in it.
Yeah. Is that the plate that's on the other one? Is it like screwed into it, or is it glued on it?
Glued. I'm thinking I might take it off.
Well, I don't
I
know.
can.
I would leave it on there because it proves how old they are because it's got the
Yeah.
date on it.
It says June 5th, 1964. West Texas Division. Here it is.
What is West? Let me see if I can find something on West. What is it? West what?
West Texas Division.
Okay. Let's see. U.S. District Court, Western District. Oh, maybe that person's estate sale was a judge.
Yeah, I think he was a judge because I noticed a what do you call it? Like what? I noticed one of those on a that you put on the wall. It had a gavel on it.
Oh, let me see. You should have got that gavel. Okay, let me see if I can. The initials on it are RM, right?
Yes. If they open again, I might go get the gavel one. If they have another one, it was R.M. McPherson.
Robert Pittman.
R.M. is McPherson. He was. I think he might have been a judge.
I'm looking. It's giving me judges' names in different places. I'm in El Paso right now.
We said West Texas, so it's got to be somewhere up there.
Interesting.
Well, it was the judges. It had to be worth something. I think it's glued, so I can peel it off, but I just like Sister Brenda said, just leave it on.
Yeah, because it's got the date on it, so you can prove how old they are. I bet those were the bookends that he had in the office that he held his books with.
The thing is because I think it was a husband and wife that lived there because there was items of his clothes, and then there was items of the woman also.
Well, I guess this doesn't go back far enough because that had to have been an old judge. Like, I wonder if it'll give me the option to try to look one up.
1964.
Yeah,
It could have belonged to the grandfather, maybe.
could be.
Look at that. You see him?
Yeah, let's see.
I know in West Texas they used to have uh, oil fields.
Hmm.
I don't even know you'll be able to find an image of the guy because it was so long ago.
Well, I mean, he might have been a judge for a while.
It says R.M.MC.PHERSON.
Let's see if I can.
But I did find a gavel in there. It was like a mount on the wall with a gavel
Yeah.
on it.
Interesting.
The name in on it. Let me look. Do a close up so y'all can see it. You see that?
Hey, what was that last name again?
McPherson. MCPHERSON.
Okay.
PHERSON. MCPHERSON.
McPherson. Oh, county circuit court judge. Um, DuPage County is what it says. Was a circuit judge. Um, there was a couple of judges with that last name. Maybe it was a family of judges.
Wonder what RM stands for.
Mm,
Lord.M.
I don't know what it's not giving me any kind of initials for that, but I know that's got to be the first initials, first and middle initials, but it is showing me a few judges with that last name.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, but nobody with the first initials. Let's put
Dictionary
19.
search.
Is it 1964?
Well, that could have been when those were made. Well, yeah, I guess 1964. I mean, if they made it for him then.
Yeah, I'm trying to look for RM stands for. They don't say.
There was a Jeffrey with that last name, but let me see what this thing says. That was a Catherine. Catherine. Nope, that wouldn't be it. Huh.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's gotta be somebody from way back.
Yeah, probably somebody's grandfather.
This goes back, let's see, as far as I've gone back on this, 1985.
Well, that was presented to him in 1964.
Yeah, it could have been somebody's grandfather in the family, you know, and that's how they got it. Thomas Federal.
See the minerals in the background over there? This ones are heavy, so I'm gonna have to add them to my other shelf. This bookends here. Very
Yeah.
nice. That's why if I wanted to, I could slice it up in pieces, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep it like that. It'll look unique every slice, but I don't think I want to do that to it. Just leave it intact like this, you know. They're bookends. Yeah.
Oh,
How
Rain.
they're flat, so they're bookends. You put the books in the middle, and it'll hold the books.
Um, no, Rain. Come to think of it, we haven't seen Bounty Hunting Bear for a while. Or Joel.
Who?
Joel or Bounty Hunting Bear.
Yeah, I haven't heard of Brother Joel in a long time. Hunting Bear, I don't know. I haven't heard of. I don't know.
Huh. Where is everybody been? Haven't seen Madeline for a little while. I know Rain said Madeline's been working a lot.
Yeah. Everybody's doing their own little thing and stuff, you know, and I don't know.
Yeah.
Getting back to the topic of haunted objects. Yeah, I've run into a lot of things like that.
I love estate sales. God, I would like to go.
We'd be going to them. Me and my wife and my stepson. We like going to the estate sales. We find all kinds of things, toys, and
Where have
new
you
kinds
been?
of stuff.
Where have you been finding them at? Like, did you in
I just
Temple?
go. I just go to estate sales local. You know, like they have one in Killeen. I normally wait till like either Saturday or Sunday. The Saturdays and Sundays is either half price, or if there's one on Sunday, it's like 75% off. I remember one time I went to estate sale. It said $5 bags. Put as much stuff as you want in.
Uh,
And my little HEB bag was full, carrying it. Freaking the plastic bag was all stressed out.
right? Wow. Do they supply the bag?
Yeah, they give you a bag. There's some estate sales that are like that, but then you have the ones that they just sell the item, they put a price on it. And depends who the sellers are. You know, there's some that they tell them, hey, I don't get rid of everything. You know, I don't care. Certain time hits, sell everything cheap. You know, 75% off. So people go crazy over those sales.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes I
I,
like going at the first day, which are normally a Friday. If I find some minerals at a good price, I'm going to get it because if not, somebody else is going to come get it. But they're going to look in the garage.
I can hear your wife's voice. No, not more minerals. You got so much. But those were a good find.
Oh yeah, that's find me. I don't know what this is.
Oh wow.
It's a rock of some sort. It looks like it's got what they call witch's word on it. Maybe this is a sign. This was in the woman's uh, bedroom.
Wow.
Beside that, I think there's an image of something there. Let me see if I can find it. If it's still on here.
If anything, it looks like it'll hurt somebody if you throw it at them.
Oh, they already took it off. Son of a gun. I think there was a picture of a little mineral statue of a woman. Oh, it was a pharaoh. Like it was made out of what's the yellow material that I got here? Like honey calcite. I think he had a picture of like the pharaoh or the picture of the woman or the sphinx,
Yeah.
like a pyramid. Yeah. So
Wow.
maybe that's a sign or something. And this mineral here, I don't know what this is. Maybe somebody can. I don't know. I don't think it's just a rock. It might glow in the dark. I don't know. I haven't hit it with a UV light. Like a worry stone, maybe.
I don't
Kind of
know.
like I have a worry stone here. You see, I can find the worry stones that I got here. I had a cornelian here somewhere. I don't know where I put it. That's what it felt like to me. This was in the woman's bedroom.
Hmm.
What kind of stone that is, I do not know.
I don't know.
But
Like I
if there
said, it
is
looks like it'll hurt somebody.
yeah, if there's activity happening around tonight, I will send it on its merry way.
Yeah, I was going to say. So, how long has this stuff been in your house so far?
Today, the first day,
Hmm.
I bought it this afternoon.
Juan says he collects classic cars, but he has no more room. You know what that means, Juan? That means you need to buy a bigger place. Not get rid of the cars, buy a bigger place. Hey, look, I got one of those.
You got one of these ones?
Well,
I bought it for.
mine's
I bought it
big. It
for.
has a light in it.
Oh, okay. I bought it for $1, Sister Brenda.
Yeah.
Well, this one has something in here, but it's got. I think you had a light on it. I don't know. Bought it for $1. Will you do it for a Scooby snack?
Yeah, look at there.
Look me in the eye.
Yeah, I like mine comes in handy when I'm trying to read a book. When I pull out a book to read, I have to use that. Definitely. I don't know. Well, I'm glad you got to go there and find a few things. I wish you would have grabbed that gavel along with the bookends, though. That'd have been interesting. Now, that would have
Yeah,
probably had the guy's full name on it.
I'm thinking they might have another estate sale because they didn't get rid of everything. So whenever it goes back, I'll go look for the gavel. Just hopefully, another thing that happened to me is I start bleeding from my mouth,
Oh,
and then you see that.
how come?
I just felt something. Wait up, let me right back.
Blood thinners, maybe. Andreas, where are you? Anybody know if Andreas is still here?
I think I might have accidentally took in double dosage of blood thinner this afternoon,
Yeah, I've done that before.
so that's why I felt something. Oh, I said, "Oh shit."
Yeah, I did that, and I didn't even realize I did it until I was sitting around the house and I got so cold, and there was not any amount of clothes I could put on. I had to put a heating pad underneath me on the bed and turn it on, and I realized, uh-oh. That's when I gave my medication. The caregivers give me my medication now. I don't touch them because that was horrible.
Yeah, I started bleeding earlier, and I'm like, why am I bleeding? I was like spitting out blood. I could feel it, and my wife was like looking at me. We're at the gas station at the rate at the bookies, and then I said, I think I might have accidentally took in double dosage of the blood thinner. And it happened just now.
Oops.
That's okay. So I have to take probably half a dosage tomorrow. Get back on track.
Oh, Andres, I was wondering why you hadn't come up yet. I didn't know if you were still here or not. He says, I'm here. That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've done that before. It's not good. You gotta really be careful with those blood thinners.
yeah, that was a crazy dream that I had. Something wasn't right with that dream. And yeah, I know we had. I seen how the judge looked, or if it was the person that lived in the house, I seen how they looked. You see their
Huh.
faces. Something happened there.
You know,
Probably. Go ahead, Sister Brenda.
well, I was thinking maybe the person who owned that home, maybe the child and the older man passed away and she's got their hair in that jar.
Could
I
be.
don't know. It's so hard to tell. I seen one time on an estate sale that there was like three urns. Now, I'm sorry, but you don't put your family's urns in an estate sale. Who does this?
Wow.
That's like, the hair in the jar. Why? You just don't do that. Now, I had to my brother in Arizona when my mom passed away, he took her ashes back to Tennessee with him, and he got arrested. And his girlfriend at the time had put everything in storage that belonged to him. And my mother sat in storage, and nobody knew where she was for a couple of years. And finally, my dad got a hold of her and sent her to my uncle. And the last time I went to California before I lost my leg, I picked my mom up and brought her back here with me. I mean, people just don't have any respect at all for anything anymore. I mean, who put your family's ashes in an estate sale? Who does this?
It's crazy.
I know. I mean, here, you want to buy my great grandma? You just, oh my God, people.
She used to be hot back in the day.
Yeah.
You want to get married to her?
Unbelievable.
You hear the woman that got married to supposedly to the ghost of a pirate?
No, what?
Yeah. And they showed on TV that she got married to the ghost of a pirate,
Uh,
and
you,
they got married on a what do you call it, those little boats, the rowboats.
did he have a hidden treasure that she wanted her name attached to?
She would say that the spirit would come visit her every night. It's
Oh my
crazy.
gosh, that is crazy. People do the dumbest things. Can I just tell you? They do the dumbest things. I, when I was growing up, I didn't see as much madness as we do now. And I just sit back and I watch people do things and I just shake my head and laugh. That's all you can do. Some people are so out of whack. Hi, Woo. That they just do the silliest things ever.
I don't know who Brent is. I don't know who Ryder is.
Oh, wait. I know who Brent is. Wait a
Oh,
minute. Woo, Brent passed away? What?
who's that? Brent.
Oh my goodness. Brent's somebody who started off in on my shows.
Oh wow.
And he started going over to PRT. Oh my gosh. How did you find out he passed away, Woo? Oh my goodness. Oh wait, paranormal. Wait a minute, paranormal podcast. Oh, a different Brent. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness.
I don't know who Paranormal Portal Podcast is, but my condolences from Spiritual and DDN Cryptid Encounters to the family of Brent, wasn't he? Brent.
Brent. Oh, that's a shame. Boy, everybody's just dropping left and right. Wow.
Been a lot of activity dealing with the balance. I mean, you got to maintain your faith and love in the Heavenly Father, and just stay spiritual ready at all times. You
Oh
never know
wow.
what can happen.
He did a live show Saturday night and had a heart attack Sunday morning.
Oh wow.
Oh my goodness. That's terrible. Well, you never know. I mean, when it's your time, it's your time. Mm,
So he must have had a one of those full
yeah, a
blown.
a, a massive heart attack. Yeah, and Woo, he's one of my people, and he does. He's one of my mods actually,
Mm-hmm.
and he mods for a couple of other shows. Thanks for letting me know, Woo. That's just sad. Mm.
I'm looking it up right now. Guess it's called Paranormal Portal.
Yeah, Paranormal Portal podcast.
You got a picture of him, Woo?
I don't know, Woo. You want to send me a link on the
This
Discord?
one is called
Woo.
Paranormal Portal. Is this him, Woo?
I can't see. What's the name?
This one's called Paranormal Portal.
Whoa, your camera went
But
woo. Woo, you want to drop me a link to the show on the Discord? Let's see, because I think you and I are still in the same portal. He said yes, that's him. But yeah, if you would drop me a link on the Discord, Woo,
you
and
ever
I'll
seen
get
that?
it. Yeah.
Did I lose light?
You did for a minute. I think it was because you had your phone up to your camera, and it kind of took a minute to get it back.
No, like it got darker in here.
A little bit. Did your light adjust itself again?
I mean, yeah, I had the remote on top of those canister. Of the bookends. The remote was on there.
Mm.
Like Bugs Bunny here. Who was the culprit? Was it Bugs Bunny? Was it the Little Birds, or was it the Bookends that did that? Or was it this rock? They like literally went down one. Like somebody pressed the button. Oh, that's him.
Yeah. Oh, he wasn't that old either.
Uh,
He was not that old at all. Wow.
I
Thank you,
never
Woo.
I never knew him, but it's sorry. My condolences to the family and stuff. Uh, Life keeps on going. Life doesn't wait for nobody. I remember what I had to endure and go through when I lost my mother at a young age. I had to man up at the age of 15 years old and become an adult very, very fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, choice, but to man up. You know, hopefully he had good insurance and stuff like that. And yeah,
That is so sad. Yeah, I got it, Brent. Thank you. I
did
mean,
you see that,
Woo,
Sister
thank
Brenda?
you.
What happened? Did the light
No,
turn on by itself higher?
it did something.
Yeah,
It went
by
dark for
itself.
a second.
I got my hands here crossed.
Uh-oh. I've been YouTubing.
That's twice it does that. First it look okay. Let's do a little test because I do have something here. Is there any
Uh-oh.
activity here? Well, there's electronics here, so it's gonna
Oh,
pull the
yeah.
electronics.
Yeah, you got to hold it away from the
Uh,
electronics.
well, it's going crazy now. Is there anybody here? It's just going crazy because of the electronics, right? Yeah, it's going crazy because of the electronics that's here. We'll just say it's coincidental. We're not going to give any power to that, but yeah, the remote is right here, and it's not locked on, but it is on those minerals. So it's possible that minerals have energy.
They could be charged. I mean, you could charge them. So I would set them in the sun and give them a little bit of a boost.
Mhm. Yeah. So we hit the 2 hour marker here on spiritual encrypted encounters.
Yeah,
Yeah, brother Rue, it's been like that, man, for a long time. Me, I just do my little show. I'm not trying to be out there. I mean, I fight spiritually daily, and try to give advice out to those that tune in here to spiritual and DDN cryptid encounters. I know I'm really thinking about shortening that, making it spiritual and DDN encounters. Really thinking about it, but I'm not sure. I got it like that for right now. But if there is a change, I'll let y'all know. Yeah, that's life, man. Uh, no,
Woo, I'm going to say this. You sent me that link, and I have that show, the last show that he did, and I'm watching it. And he's very pale, and his lips are very white. I, I I'm going to bet he just wasn't really feeling himself, anyways.
did he? But you know what? I got a question for Wu. Uh, did he ever talk about Jesus Christ or pray for him? Like say with tie banner rebuke in the name of Jesus Christ, because sometimes when you do the paranormal and stuff, you open up to a lot of things that can attach themselves to you and can cause you to be sick or have heart attacks, strokes, etc., because they're attached to you. Like me, when I got stabbed in my Achilles, but the little whatever it was that I turned out to be have a blood clot after that. I almost passed away. You know,
Yeah.
who said definitely a lot of spiritual warfare. That's why I try and always bring jokes and good vibes.
Yeah, I do the same thing, Woo. You do that over on my channel too. You do it everywhere that I see you. A lot of places. I know. Sometimes you just have to lighten the mood a little bit, you know? I mean, it happens. Sometimes, like even here, sometimes we get to talking about some really dark subjects, and saying a prayer is good, but trying to lighten the mood a little bit, that does help too.
Yeah, I was praying for. Now, I wish I could know a lot of people, man. You know, I remember it's like most of the groups when I first joined would target me. Like I tried the paranormal. Of course, when you do the paranormal, you're gonna get all kinds of people. You got clairvoyants, and you got witches, warlocks, and all the other kinds of people that join that. And when they heard me talking, man, I'm the enemy right off the bat.
Well, I'm definitely.
So then, cryptid, the same thing. I'll talk about the cryptid or the DDN. Spirit, unclean spirits, and boom, they target me. But that's how it is. That's sometimes things happen that way because the truth, the unseen forces that have control over these people through attachments, they don't want the truth to be heard or to be said. So they alienate you.
Yeah, you missed it, Boo. Last week we had some guy up here from kind of like a podcast that debunks everything, doesn't believe in Jesus and all that stuff. So towards the end of the show, Brenda decided to put on a pair of alien sunglasses and some little bobbly things on top of my head and come out and ask for the Epstein files and the UFO files because I lost my ship. I just had to make everybody laugh. Oh man. Well, I've got his link to the show, so I'm probably later on I'm just gonna sit and watch some of his shows and see.
The same thing happened to
I'd
my
never
to
heard
my
of him.
cousin to my cousin Leonard. I mean, cousin Victor. We had done a show together, and then all of a sudden he calls me, tells me in the hospital, and I said, "Let's pray," and I pray for him, and I said, "Cousin, I'm not. I don't think I'm going to make it." That's what he tells me. And by that later on that night, he was gone. It was during the virus.
Yeah,
The man-made virus. Supposedly a man-made virus. It was around that time frame when that happened to him. He had already been feeling sick. So, that's when I lost my cousin Victor. He had his own
yeah,
channel. It wasn't that big of a channel, but he had a lot of wisdom and knowledge when it came down to all the books, all the books. He had
yeah,
them. Book of Enoch, I think the Book of Usher. I don't know. He was saying all kinds of books. I didn't even know what he was talking about. But yeah, I lost him. But then spiritually, I think he came to me in a dream and he showed me something. He's the one that showed me about selenite. He had a piece of selenite in his hand. He was trying to tell me something about it. Couldn't hear what he was saying to me because but he was showing me the piece of selenite. He was dressed all in white. So that's when I started collecting selenite, putting it on the windows and all that to protect my home.
Yeah. You
But
know, I found something interesting, Abe, that I did not know.
mhm,
I have a Geneva Bible, I have a regular Old and New Testament, and I have an Ethiopian Bible.
mhm.
Do you know that in the Ethiopian Bible, there's another book of the Bible after Revelations? And I haven't read it yet. I've got it marked. Um, I'm
I
gonna
tried to
go
order
through.
that, the one of the Ethiopian, like you said, and they never sent it to me.
What?
I spent money and I never received it.
Yeah, I actually got mine through I got mine through Amazon. Now the Geneva Bible, that one was hard to get, and it took me like 4.5 months before I got that Geneva Bible. And I paid 80 some odd dollars for that Bible. So, and my Geneva or my Ethiopian Bible wasn't cheap either. And it took me, well, I think I got that one. It took about a month and a half before I got it. But yeah, there's another book from the Bible after Revelations. And I was like, wait a minute. And I didn't notice it before. I thought Revelations was the last. And for some reason I was looking for something in the index, and then I seen it and I was like, what? What is this? So I haven't had a chance to sit and read it yet, but I'm going to. So yeah, I never knew that. Yeah. Yeah, Lawrence, it's the 88 books. And then I also have the Book of Enoch, and I've got it marked in my cart. I'm going to get the Book of Giants. I want to read that book.
Yeah, my cousin Victor, he knew about all those books.
Hmm.
Sometimes, I think I did an episode with him one time, and he started crying. He started crying because he said that a lot of people were being deceived, and when the
Yeah.
time comes of many people are going to be suffering and hurting because the lake of fire. There's going to
I
be.
mean, you can get those books and you can read them. I mean, you don't. First of all, I like when people say, "Oh, well, you own this and you own that," so you are idolizing the wrong person. No, 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 no. First of all, the only person you should ever idolize is the Father. He is. He says, "I am. I am." He is. Trust me. You don't idolize anything. You can wear a cross, but that doesn't mean idolize it. You know, you can have your minerals. You've got plenty, but you just don't idolize them. There's a difference between owning something or reading something and idolizing something.
Yes.
And I think a lot of times people don't know a lot of people don't know the difference. And it's kind of sad that they don't.
Brother Long Morgan says Joseph Smith tried to grift off the real history here.
Yeah. But
He's
I
talking about
I like
the
I
Book
like
of Mormon, right?
I'm not sure which one he's talking about, but I like to read and reference different things from the Bible to the different Bibles, and see you can see the difference. And sometimes when you read something in the Bible that doesn't quite make sense to you, if you read that same chapter in like the Ethiopian Bible, it makes more sense. Like you can put two and two together, and it just that's what I like to do. because it helps me figure out what I couldn't figure out in one scripture. I can find it in another one, and it's explained in in layman's terms to where I can understand it. So that's why I have them all, and I will read one section or one book, and I'll go and find that book in a different Bible, and I can tell the difference in what it means. And my Geneva Bible that I have has Hebrew and translated to English. So it's it's different, but it helps me learn better. True, true. Each word is numbered. We know they used to say way back when that the Father didn't speak words, he spoke numbers. And I could never figure out when I heard that what that meant. And I still look through a lot of different things because uh, Jesus spoke Hebrew. So I kind of lean towards wanting to understand more of a Hebrew language because it is completely different from ours. I mean, completely. Some words you think you're reading in Hebrew, you think they mean one thing, but then if you go find them in English, it is completely opposite from what you thought. And to me, it's kind of interesting.
It's crazy. They've been trying to erase. They've been over the centuries. They've been trying to erase,
Jesus out of the equation. Yeah, that's
but
true.
they can't
Nope.
because everybody knows the Heavenly Father. Whether He comes and shows you something in a dream, everybody knows a higher power. It's built within us spiritually. It's within us. But
Yeah.
society right now they're trying their best to
Oh, these people are crazy.
people from maintain their love foundation. They're trying to stage a lot of things. Just put it that way.
Yeah.
Stage sports. They want people to be pissed off. They want people to
Yep.
be mad because who they're working for, and they're not working for the Heavenly Father or Jesus Christ. They're working for other things, other balance, that are unclean, and the only way that they can be useful to their what they're believing in or worshiping is to get people in a certain way, pissed off or angry about something, and that's how they do it. Whether it be social media, whether it be sports, whether it be podcast, right?
Yeah.
People to be divided. They don't want to be divided. They want people to be divided because if we're divided, we can accomplish a lot of things that united as one.
Yep.
So they're planting those negative seeds of doubt, of fear,
That's why,
and of
Abe,
lies.
I think that is one of the reasons why I don't go and do things like I used to. Because people in the world now, right now, they need so much help. And they're just running rapid and crazy. So, you know, I just I personally I cannot let that kind of negativity impact my peace. I can't. Um I I I pray for these people because I don't think a lot of them really understand what they're doing.
I seen a video, Sister Brenda, of a young teenage girl walking across the street. This guy comes running behind her and stabs her in the neck, and she takes off running. But that was the end of the video. He literally, you could see something shiny, and he's stabbing her in the neck. She
Mm.
takes off. That's
Good
over
night.
there
Good night,
in
Lawrence.
that other country where all that is happening.
Yeah. Well, I know right now in the UK and
It's bad
Ireland,
over there.
they got their hands full. Well, and over there, they are fighting to get people that don't belong in their country out. They're fed up with their government and they are standing their ground. So, I mean, they tried doing things peacefully and now it's gotten to the point where they're just not taking it anymore.
I would suggest anybody that has faith or believe in the Heavenly Father. If you don't know about self defense, you don't know about going on the offense. I would suggest learn, because the way that things are happening, we're going to have to fight. We're going to have to fight both ways,
Hmm.
spiritually and physically, or you have to get a firearm. You know,
Well, and that's a bad thing. And that's what they don't want here in America. Because, see, these other countries, they're not armed. A lot of them gave up their weapons.
and that's what
We,
they're
however,
working out.
we will not. And so if that happens here, there's going to really be some trouble
That's
because
happening.
there
Happening in
are
New York.
there are more of us than there are of them, and we have more weapons. A bit the United States alone, well, I'm gonna say even Texas and Tennessee alone has more weapons than our militaries do. And there are more of us. Now they may have better weapons, but we do have more. So they know, and a lot of military will side with the American people. They will. So, it would be one hell of a
And
drag down fight.
a lot of the people that are targeting, I mean, these people are coming back. They're coming from other countries with unclean spirits in them.
Yeah,
Nice. And they're taking out the people. Uh, they're taking out people that have the light in them. They're going after them.
yeah,
Some of these people that they're taking out, they're not awakened yet. So they're taking out the people that are not awakened. So it's up to us to try to awaken as many people as possible to be ready.
yeah,
Because when the enemy comes, I mean, there's a way to fight them without. If it's an unclean spirit that is driving these people, we can type on Arabic in Jesus Christ's name to cast it out of the individual. That's one way. But then sometimes if they're coming in a threatful manner that they're trying to do like they did that girl, catch her off guard, then we have no choice but to have to defend ourselves also physically.
yeah.
Because the
And
Lord comes to subdue the enemy with a heavenly love foundation, even if we have to do it physically. But
and and I'm
when I
I'm
know how that guy did her, she's walking across the street. He comes from the behind and gets her from the back, on the
yeah.
neck. Like,
Well, and I'm usually armed. If not with one firearm, I have two on me when I leave the house, and I have one out in a holster, and I have one hid. So, and if I don't wear my one with the holster, I'm always carrying with my hidden one, and you would never know I have it. Where it's hid, you would never see it. So, I mean, and that is the way and it's sad that you feel like you have to do that when you go out in public. But we have these people coming here, Abe, that are going to stoplights and trying to carjack people at a stoplight with a firearm. Well, that's
yeah.
stupid. Don't do that because more than likely we are always armed, especially here. This is Texas. We have the right to carry wherever we go, and we have
Welcome,
a stand our ground law.
welcome to the Wild Wild West, baby.
That's right. We have 80-year-old women that can pick up an AR-15 and probably tag your ass with the first two shots.
They'll be like Clint Eastwood, make my
Yeah.
name,
She'd be like,
and then they're gonna tell you where's the beef.
could you see a Could you see an 80-year-old woman go and make my day? You feel lucky, punk? Do ya?
I can see it. I was in a state cell and I bumped into one, and she was pretty strong, and I was like, "What are you trying to do?" I told her, "You trying to do the bump with me? You know, the hip dance?" And she just laughed. It was an old lady, but she was strong.
You
Don't let
know,
the ladies fool you now.
Andreas, I do this thing when I'm going. Like, I'll get a far ahead of my caregiver and I'll spin around in circles. I always know everything that's around me. My chair spins 0 turn ratio. Yeah, I pay particular attention to everything around me. Yeah. But I mean, like I said, it's sad that you cannot go out and go to the grocery store without looking around, making sure nobody's going to run off with your grocery cart, making sure they're not going to jump in your car and steal it, making sure that they're not poisoning your car so that they can kidnap you. I mean, it's anything nowadays.
Yeah,
They're putting stuff on door handles with women that go by themselves anywhere.
there's people there's their way of living that's making money doing that kind of crap.
Trafficking. Yeah.
I don't know what I would do. You know, I know what the heavenly board want me to do, but if I were to run into somebody like that, you know, that's doing that they're doing that or have done that, then I don't know. I just leave it at I plead the fifth.
Yeah.
I'm
I,
not
I, I
putting
always
my own up on that shit, but I plead the fifth.
I always keep in my head that one thing that I was always taught: you shoot to stop the threat. Um,
These, these people,
so
they're kidnapping children off the out of stores. The mom
yeah,
turn one way, next thing you know, the child is missing. They're
yep,
evil people.
yeah, and that
Then
they
there's
have
a couple of
people.
times where the kids are screaming and the people get at their attention, they take off, leave them alone.
I've
And it
seen a
leads,
video. I seen a video the other day that there was a guy who was in the store and he was there to pick up a Western Union, and he seen another guy standing off to the side, and when he passed him, he could tell he was recording some woman with a little kid.
wow.
And he actually asked that woman if she knew him. And the woman said no. This guy was following them, recording them in the store. So he decided after he picked up his money, he walked around the store with that woman and her kid. And then when she checked out, walked her to her car because that guy was following her. You can't go anywhere. And by God, if you got your kids with you, super glue them kids to your pocket. That's what I got to say. Because people just nowadays, it's ridiculous. Mm-mm-mm.
And another thing, we got a message here. Release the
Oh,
Epstein file from the little duende. If they release the Epstein file, there'll be no more Hollywood.
I have I have a gnome that has the jersey and the hat Texas Longhorns.
Oh, wow.
I walked by a store one day and seen him and I had to have him. I was like, yep, I need that right there. Couldn't help it. Had to do it.
Well, we hit
But
the 2 hour and 30-minute marker.
yeah, I was gonna say I'm
That's
gonna I'm gonna
when you're having a good time, but it's kind of late.
yep.
Actually got 33 viewers right now, Sister Brenda.
God,
So
it
I think
is.
around this time frame is not a bad time to do the lives like I've been doing.
Yeah, it
33
is
viewers.
it
Anybody
is.
got any questions?
Yeah.
Any questions that you'd like to ask us? We talk about a lot of things here today. Any Nick fans here? Spurs fans, Nick fans, and how about any Jesus Jesus believers here?
Uh, Jesus needs to go to New York because those people have lost their minds. New York
Yeah,
needs Jesus.
that's unclean spirits, wrong spirit, unclean spirits jumping from people that have the spiritual opening. Some of these people, they're on the bad road. I mean,
Well,
they
I can.
don't tell the police can only do so much over there. They don't allow them to do anything to the people.
No, they don't. They don't. And the bad thing about it is, I can
And
understand.
that's the governor, right? That did that.
Yep, yep. And I can understand people having a good time if their team won, yay. But to be in the streets by the hundreds or thousands and destroy cars that are parked on the side of the road, they were breaking windshields and that
But
is not celebrating. That is just destructive. There's no
shouldn't
reason for
Donald
that.
Trump have the power to send a do something about it? If
He would
governor
have to he would
can't
have
do,
to call an insurrection to send in the military,
yeah,
but with insurrection comes martial law. So in some of these places, I'm going to tell you, especially New York, I kind of agree with it. But that don't stop them from leaving there and just going somewhere else. They would have to call martial law in every state. So, but and I hate that. I mean, maybe a soft martial law might work because you got people that still have to go to work, people that have to go to the grocery store, and they would give them certain hours of the day to be able to do that in. But some of these things are out of control. New York is getting tore up. LA tore up. I mean, these
well,
people are
where this happening is dealing with the elections.
it's dealing with the ICE protest. New York right now, it's the Knicks game, and all of that, and it's causing problems.
They already won,
Yeah,
or should have,
well, they were
the script
celebrating.
they
They were
won.
celebrating. They were having a good time tearing the city up. But the taxpayers pay to repair that stuff. Uh,
That's
what?
crazy.
I say that the taxpayers are the ones that should be making the decision on what to do with these people, saying their money's going to take care of it. Screw that mayor. Get the police in there and let them do their job. That's what they're hired for. They're not hired as
Deport him,
babysitters. They're hired as law
deport the
enforcement.
mayor back to where he came from, or is that the governor? Which
Yeah,
is the one that? Which is the one that's from?
the go- the governor.
Was deport all of them. Screw it.
Well, I think he was born here. They said
That's okay.
so.
Deport them away anyways.
Deport him anyways.
He's doing a shitty job. Send him away.
We don't like the
You get him
job you're doing. Go somewhere. We don't
yeah.
care where. We'll put you
I
in
don't
a
know.
plane, give you a parachute, and you can just jump. And wherever you land, that's where you can stay.
Send him away. I mean, shit.
Mm-mm-mm. It's just ridiculous. It's gotten to the point where I watch the protests and stuff that are going on only because I think some of them are so absolutely ridiculous and I need a good laugh for the day.
Wow.
I have never seen people dress so dumb, first of all. The way they dress, oh my God. Like Gilbert said the other day, because of where he's at, and he was describing what people were wearing. Yeah, it. I wouldn't dress like that in my house, much less go out in public like that. There is no way. They have no class at all, and they don't care. It's like, oh man, at least have pride in yourself, okay?
Well, they got some kind of pride, but it's not the pride that you think of, Sister Brenda.
That's true. Okay, that's true. You got me there.
I used to see a cartoon. There used to be a cartoon back in the day called Rainbow Bright.
I remember that cartoon. Yep, I do. It
And then
came
they had,
on like
and then
right
they had the
after
other
My
one
Little
before that.
Pony.
It was called Care Bear.
Yeah. Don't for,
They had the power of the rainbow in them.
don't forget My Little Pony.
And then you had the Teletubbies.
Oh God, the
Oh
Teletubbies.
my God. We know who were the founders of that.
Uh, I don't know. I grew up watching Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy. I grew up right.
I think I seen a movie with John Ritter that he's in the room and stuff, and he's he was with this girl, and this other guy came in there, and it looked like Star Wars and like ying ying,
Oh my gosh.
but they're running around.
In the dark.
It's in the
Yeah.
dark, and they got a glow in the dark. You know what?
Yeah. Oh, in the dark condoms.
That's the funniest episode I've ever seen. It had
Yep.
John Ritter in the movie. I just can remember the name of the John Ritter. I mean of the movie.
You know, they can't
You-
play half of the things that we grew up with. They don't even put on the TV right now. That because people get offended. People, get out of your damn feelings. Cut it out. Quit with the
I'm looking
fifis
for
getting
the
hurt.
movie.
Grow a set of balls.
You remember John Ritter?
Yep.
He was well. His relatives were down there from the valley. His the John Ritter's relatives were from the valley.
Mm-mm-mm.
Let's see if I can remember the name of.
Some of these people need to ride in the back of a truck sitting on the side of it with no helmet. That's what needs to happen.
It's actually a funny movie, and the movie is called Skin Dip. Skin Deep.
Skin
It
deep.
was 1989. It's a funny part in that movie, man. I was just laugh, cracking up.
Yeah. Because we knew what humor was back then.
Yeah.
You know, we didn't get offended. Nobody got offended. I went to school with every walk of life, every nationality, every color. I had a whole group of friends, and none of us were the same. We were all different. But you know what? We all acted the same because we were all friends and we laughed at this thing. You can't do that today. And I think that's what makes me sick. You can't. You can't do it. Somebody's going to get offended somewhere. Stop
Yeah, you can
it.
talk about anything, because somebody's going to I can't even put a Bugs Bunny because I have to say something about Bugs Bunny. This is
Yeah.
a freaking vintage Bugs Bunny. Let's show it one more time that I found at the estate sale.
I like it.
Yeah, the original Bugs Bunny.
Yep.
They'll get offended because he's got a big carrot in his mouth, and they'll say something about that.
You are so right. You do not even know how right you are.
They'll find something. They'll always find something. Oh, look at Abe C. Look what he's wearing. He got all that stuff around his neck. He's part of a cult. So people have to make up something. All this time I'm talking, I got this nice, beautiful little. It's called teardrop. What do you call it? With the natives,
Uh,
the teardrop, or it's called a certain name. Apache. Apache drop. Apache teardrop. It's
okay.
a mineral. And this one is unique because you can see right through it. So I'm going to bring it up to the camera. Apache tear.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to spin it around, and you're going to be able to see through it too. It's like you can literally see through it. So all this time that I've been talking, I've been having it in my on my thumb, just rubbing it like this.
Hmm.
Energy, I might make a necklace out of it or a pendant, put it on my neck. I'm not sure.
That's pretty neat. Well, Abe, I am going to get off here. It is almost 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my God.
Is there anybody that would like to ask Sister Brenda any questions, or you could say your farewells to the viewers? 32 viewers here, and if anybody wants to talk about something, or if somebody got a beef and gripe, because I know there's some that come in here just to see what I'm going to say. I've been acting good today. I
Yeah.
haven't been dealing with. I haven't been messing around with the cryptic community today. Just we've just been talking. Well, I'm going to keep it that way. No,
Yeah.
but the only time
And
that I'll say something is somebody comes in here messing around, saying something crazy about something that they're believing in or they're affiliated with. That's the only time I'll say something. Especially when
yeah.
they come here disrespectful.
And everybody in here, make sure you hit that like button because there's that many people in here. Uh-oh. I got something on my. Oh, I had one of these little itty bitty flying natty bugs came over here and landed on my screen, and I squished it right into my computer. All right.
I
Well,
also got this little optical. Look at that. Look
I
at
like
that.
that. That's
This
pretty.
one's got like a rainbow in it. Look at that. It's got like energy in it, Sister Brenda.
Yeah,
You see that?
I do. I like that. Well, I bet
Where
that
it's
would look
coming
nice
from?
out
That's
in the
weird.
sun.
Look at that. It's got like his own little sun or an rainbow in it. It's got energy in it. I've been holding it. Where is it coming from? Is it in here or is it from the light in the background? Might be from the light in the background. That's what I'm thinking. But maybe it's not.
Maybe.
It seems like it's got something in it. Well, I appreciate you jumping on here, Sister Brenda. There's somebody there.
Thank
Ian
you.
Jackson. Glad to see y'all getting weird. Okay.
We're getting weird. We are weird. Oh no.
There you
I like
go.
that though. That's pretty. But anyways, well,
Uh,
thank you for having me up, Abe.
you're
And
welcome, Brenda.
I'm gonna go back in here into the chat for a little bit till you're done.
Now he's saying deep inside your tear duct.
What? What's in my
Let me
tear
see.
duct?
What are you talking about?
Oh my gosh.
What are you talking about?
Let's see. I'll tell you here in a minute. Let's look at this
Talk to me.
more.
Is it Matson or is it MAD as in MAD?
Oh,
Is
Ian, you're a new channel, I see.
a new channel?
Yeah, just joined YouTube June 2nd, 2026.
Oh wow.
Ah, it's a new person.
That's where you see knowing from. A new
Your
person.
tear ducts?
Say his name is Matt.
Huh.
Where tear
All
ducts
right.
are, unclean spirits can transfer through the tear ducts. You know,
True.
to other areas that are dirty. You got the tear ducts that can be dirty. You got the ears that can be dirty. The nose that can be dirty. The mouth that can be dirty, and your privates. Those are all dirty areas that unclean spirits can try to find a way in.
So, Matt, how did you find this channel?
Now he's saying a different names, so I think I know who it is. Long time no see, corn on the cob. I think it's corn on the cob, aka chicken crack corn, aka many other names. But
Jimmy Crack
the one
Corn.
that stood out to me was corn on the cob.
Mm. Well,
But anyway,
well, there, Matt or whoever you are, hit the like button.
yeah. Listen,
Everybody, make sure you hit the like button.
man. All right, Sister Brenda, you have a good one.
All right. Good night, Abe.
God bless
God
you.
bless.
Good night.
God bless you too.
Talk to me, Matt. From Toronto. I don't know, man. Worm Hunter. I just want to say thank you to everybody that's been here tonight, late night live. You know, I was having technical difficulties due to the weather. The weather settled down, so we good. I hope y'all didn't like the. We were just talking spiritual talk, and I shared some items here with y'all. Uh, see what we do our show tomorrow. I didn't even talk about the DDN, so I might have to do it part 2 tomorrow and actually talk about the DDN, which is abbreviations for disembodied demonic Nephilim. And I'll do that live later on tonight for Monday night. I will talk about the DDN. But in saying that, good night, everybody. God bless you. Thank you, Sister Brenda, for joining me on the panel tonight. Appreciate you. Love, light, and blessings to every single one of y'all. God bless you. This is Brother Abe Cias. Soren Cias sending off from Spiritual Encrypted Encounters. Peace out. Before I left, I blocked that guy from your stream. Corner cop.